Stop motorboating my voodoo doll! That's a sentence I just said. Stop motorboating my voodoo doll. It's a real thing I just said out loud in the year of our Lord 2024. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So last week we kind of had a less than stellar film with Blackenstein. Kind of put the ploitation into blaxploitation, which is a shame because the week before that we saw Blacula, which I think really put the black into blaxploitation. Thankfully, we're gonna be watching this week the sequel to Blacula, Scream, Blacula, Scream, which, as I said before, kind of sounds like he's getting mugged by like a gangster from the 1930s. Now put your hands in the air, see? Scream, Blacula, scream, why don't you? You know, something like that. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of noir movies on my off time, so that's probably just on my mind. Anyway, Scream, Blacula, scream. I'm very excited because, you know, I was surprised by how enjoyable Blacula was. I dug it, actually, quite a bit. And I'm very curious how do they bring Blacula back? I almost said how do they bring Blacula black to the dead? How do they bring Blacula back from the dead? That's a tongue twister. How do they bring Blacula back from the dead? Because he died. He melted into maggots and into a skeleton. We saw it on camera. Where do we go from here? I don't know. There's always a way to bring these motherfuckers back. This guy's died countless times. This lady's only, look, why isn't she in more, you know what, that's gonna be a whole tangent. I'm just saying, these guys have been brought back countless times, so of course we can bring back Blacula. I'm just very curious as to how, and as to why, and as to when. This is probably like the next year, right? I think it's only been like a year since Blacula came out, so they've kind of wasted no time into the sequel. And I want to thank my Patreon peeps, Hannah, Nick, Kevin, Battle Sister Cat, George, Ken. I don't know last week if you guys saw, but I did the Attack the Block reaction for you guys, the exclusive reaction of the month, which was Attack the Block, and hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed that movie a lot. I forgot how good that movie is, but yeah, if you want to see the Attack the Block reaction, it's only on Patreon. Next month, we're going to be watching Green Room. It's going to be a good time, but for now, let's get into it with Scream, Blacula, Scream. Now, we better get a funky opening credits sequence this time as well, because Blacula also did not provide that for me either. Not Blacula, Blackenstein. Blackenstein didn't provide a funky opening credit sequence. Blacula did, which was awesome. Is that Pam Grier? I'm already in. I'm sold. I'm in. This movie's gonna rule. What the hell is that? Jesus Christ. Oh, it's witchcraft, of course. It's some sort of witchcraft ritual. That's how we bring him back, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
I'm the new Papaloa. We told you that.
The new what?
Not unless we vote.
Why is that guy dressed like Dalsim from Street Fighter? Why are we cutting to this guy?
Rightful heir, and there ain't no way that you gonna keep it from me.
No way.
You in trouble.
No way. I'm not gonna be that thing
And
he
you
said.
know it. If my mama hadn't have taken you off the street, you'd still be peddling, you jive ass bitch.
He said. We finally got. It took 3 movies for somebody to say the word jive.
Your ass is mine. Dig it?
And he said dig it. We're really getting into it now. We're really getting into the 70s of it. We got jive and dig before the opening credits even came up.
Brother.
Now we need a turkey. Somebody needs to be some sort of turkey. Oh my god, we got a weirdo hobo. What do you want, weird hobo? Shouldn't you be hopping trains of some sort? What's in the box, weird hobo? You got no dialogue, weird hobo? Or did you just forget your lines? Okay, so we're not summoning Dembala, thankfully. I didn't hear no Dembala summoning, so that's a good start. Dracula's bones are not. That's like 14 femurs right there. I don't know how skeletons work, but I feel like those are too many. You think that bird knows what's going on? That's why he's like facing away. He's like, I don't want nothing to do with this. No, don't involve me in your weird witchcraft. I don't want nothing to... Hey, wait, hold on now. Oh, I just realized what I'm here for. Okay, this is not good. I thought, okay, look, buddy, I'm Episcopalian. My religion doesn't line up with this. Are you sure you don't want to find like a voodoo bird? I can help you find a voodoo bird. He's of an appropriate religion. Buddy. I want you to think about what you're doing here. All right? I'm not the right bird to do this with. Oh, did he really kill that bird? Oh, by the way, I should have told you. You're gonna resurrect a vampire, so don't do the blood thing. Don't soak yourself in blood. Because if you're covered in blood and you bring back a vampire, like... You killed that bird for nothing. Now you gotta go back to PetSmart. And what are you gonna say? What are you gonna tell him? Oh, my bird beheaded itself? No. Slit his own throat? No. How do you explain that situation? Why are you covered in blood? You smell like ashes, like human remains. You're covered in bird's blood. How do you expect us to take this? You didn't even keep the receipt for the bird? Like, why are you here? Dude, at least wash the blood off before you get a beer and sit down on the fucking all-white... You're an idiot. You're making a mess in your own home like that, buddy. You got all this blood on you. Not even a coaster? Opening credits? Get your ass over here. He's got him by the back of a neck like a rowdy child at a mall. Jesus, Blacula's got a... It's gonna happen again. I'm gonna keep calling him Dracula by accident. Blacula's got a grip on him. And here comes the Vincent Price laugh. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, we're back to it.
I'm afraid that's one of the misfortunes of the cursed.
Oh, man, you jiving.
We got another one. Take a drink every time somebody says jive.
Look here, man. You mean to tell me I ain't never gonna see my...
Now, what does
face
jive
again?
mean? Now, he called a girl jive, but he also said you're jiving. So it's like a verb and an adjective? No, really, how do I look?
Tell me the truth. It's important. How do I look?
Sir, you're a vampire, right? You're a self-conscious vampire?
Well, you know, I might as well.
You're gonna be a self-conscious vampire? I don't know how you're gonna get victims. Like, all vampires should be like slick players, you know what I'm saying? And you're over here being self-conscious. He looks like he's in the set of Beyond Belief or something. Hello, I'm Blacula. What follows is tales of the strange and unbelievable. Oh, don't go in there. This is how... Look, every time you walk into a place uninvited... I know it's vampire rules to be invited into a place, but it's also common decency to be invited into a place. They gotta let you in. Now you got fucking goth Lana Del Rey in here about to lose her life, and you with your insane sideburns. Can we get a good look at those sideburns? Buddy, you're already a vampire, aren't you? Don't the vampires in these movies get sideburns? He's already a vampire. That's the twist. Well, I mean, that's because there's no lights on. It's like very dim light. They need just better lighting, that's all. You look like Julie Newmar a little bit, man.
Look around down here.
Anybody ever say that? Buddy, go upstairs, find a mirror, look at those sideburns. They're like touching the corners of his mouth. They're like they're reaching all the way here. It looks like he's eating his sideburns. It really does look like he's eating his sideburns. It's insane. Look at this. Oh, Jesus. He got me again with the thing. He got me. That was a good shot, too. That was a pretty spooky shot. Is this movie gonna be actually scary? Ah, your sideburns are gonna get my teeth. I need to floss after this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, are they not giving all vampires the goofy sideburns? Is that only Blacula now? Hey, how are you? Alright, relax. Lady, relax. Lady, settle down. Settle, ma'am. Alright. I feel like she's not gonna relax. How come she ran away from you, but like for me, she's just standing there? They just look at them and they're scared. How can they be scared of you? You look like you got a toupee on. You look like the guy from fucking Fantasy Island. You look like the little guy from Fantasy Island with that hair. How do you expect him to be scared of a vampire with the hair from Fantasy Island little guy? What's his name, Tattoo? That's what you look like.
I was out walking and the happy sounds attracted me.
Not at all. I think it's terrific. Are
Who invited you in?
Those dates and things?
You're too cool. Everybody invites you in. Never mind.
I'm just in.
I'd invite him in. He's a cool looking guy.
Ramble.
Okay, I'm gonna make it my mission to not comment on how beautiful Pam Grier is for the whole video.
Interesting dude.
But it's going to be very hard because it's Pam Grier in the 70s. Okay, and he's a player in this movie. This movie's got it all. This movie, they were like, all right, I know exactly how to make a movie for Brandon.
I feel we've met before.
Oh, if we had, I would not have forgotten.
Lisa, Justin's asking for you. I think he needs some help.
You're the guy on the news that was throwing barrels at the cops. I remember now. You're the guy, Blacula, right?
And change its destiny.
Oh, he was so slick with that lighter. Come on.
You're staring again.
I'm sorry.
Cause she got you got caught off guard.
Is something wrong?
She got caught off guard by the game. You're throwing game at Pam Grier and it's working and she's shocked. You know how many people try to
It's my fault, Ben. It's my stupid fault.
charm Pam Grier?
Oh. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
If you'll excuse me, I know I'm flirting with you, but
Maggie, there's a first aid kit
this
you have to
this
put
was
down.
pretty
I'll join you in
fish
there.
in a barrel. I'll be right back. So who invited those two? Now who invited these two? Who let them into that party? They are lost as hell. Harold, I'm scared. I thought this was supposed to be Joan's house. Margaret, don't say a word. I am terrified beyond belief. Boy, everyone's getting lucky at this party. Hey, why wasn't I invited? Somebody invite me to this party. Let me throw some game at Margaret and Harold on the couch there. So you guys come here often. I always wondered why Blacula, or Dracula, or vampires in that matter, like they're so good at like flirting and getting lucky with a lady. Like, why can't they just be like cool about it? I don't know. Like they're just always like, I'm gonna bite you in the neck. And they scare them. And it's like, dude, just go in for a hickey, and when they least expect it, you got him. You don't have to scare them before you do it. Like, if you're already in the door, just be like, oh, I want to kiss your neck now. And you're like, oh, okay, sure. And then go for it. You don't gotta go for this whole scare tactics. Oh, that's great. Come on now. She won't see him. She won't see him coming. That's good stuff. Alright, you good? You had enough? Or is he like that because she was drunk and he got drunk off of it? He's like, oh shit. Buddy, you alright? Nice hat. Blacula slips on the guy's puke. Cracks his skull on the pavement. Oh! That's really not a bad transformation. Oh my god, is Blacula finally gonna be like culture shocked? No, you're too cool for that. You're too cool for the strip club, Blacula.
Want some company?
Oh, I thought she was just being nice.
I said, do you want some company? Forget it.
Wow, you have no game with the prostitutes. That's amazing. You have game with everyone but the people who are supposed to just give the game away.
Hey, what is it we got here? Don't you dig our merchandise?
What's the matter, man? Don't you dig?
Oh no, they're pimps. Oh god.
That's some this way, brother. Hey, faggot!
Hey, whoa! I thought we were over this, guys. From the first movie.
Kick your ass. You dig?
I'm sorry, are pimps like... are the pimps like, have sex with that woman or we'll kill you?
With me. And as for kicking my ass,
Well, I just heard Blacula say
strongly
kicking
recommend that you
my
give it
ass.
careful consideration before trying.
Get him,
Jive,
Blacula.
mother, either you give it up.
There's another one. Take a drink.
Your black ass.
You made a slave of your sister. You're still slaves, imitating your slave masters.
Oh shit! This movie's getting real too. Wow. I think William Marshall is the thing that are keeping these movies as good as they are, because he's injecting it with like some real class. Where'd you get a coffin? Boy, it's a really creaky coffin. Almost as creaky as my chair.
Willis, if your black ass is here, you better not let me see it, because I'll bust it in two.
Do I have to take a drink every time they say black ass as well? 'Cause they've been saying that a lot.
Where did you get them teeth? Take that crap out your mouth.
Sorry.
Willis, stop it now. Stop it now, Willis. Stop
There you
it.
go,
I
being a
said
creep
stop
again.
it.
You had such a good, easy opportunity without scaring her when you had her in your arms like that, but you scared her first. Why must you vampires always be scaring folks?
Gloria.
Also, you know how some guys watch a movie like John Wick and they're like, I bet I could do that. That's me with vampires. I'm like, I bet I could turn into a vampire while still keeping my humanity. It's not gonna happen. But I think I can. I really think if they turned me, I really think I could still be like a good person. I could be like Blade. I really believe that. Okay, how do I explain this to her? How do I explain this to her? Think of a good story. Think of a good story. Werewolves. Okay, here we go. Does becoming a vampire just fuck your hair up or something?
This is a commandment. And if one of you disobeys, you will never
Boy.
imagine the pain.
These outfits, what a colorful group these guys are. Jesus, everybody's mouth. Those sideburns are always just gonna catch me off guard. Those sideburns are always gonna catch me off guard. Charcuterie? Hell yeah, some nice fancy cheap. What is that, Gouda?
And she gonna get it all.
Are you...
I never did like that.
Willis, have you seen my cake?
Oh, badass Blacula.
Willis.
Lay off her.
Scream Blacula
But
Scream.
no
We'll be
matter
right
what,
back after these
I'm gonna
messages.
get back at
Staring contest? Staring contest, you and me. It's not a monster movie without a staring contest, folks. I just gave her a lobotomy. You're welcome. What? But he's dude, you look like a black Ned Flanders with that sweater. Look at you. He sits down next to the fucking cigarette Santa Claus from the Elves movie. I need you to tell me all you know about the elves and the Nazis. Yes, I'm still not over that. I'm still thinking about that.
Let me say that I believe there are many things that exist that man does not know about.
For example, have you heard of this Bigfoot?
Some form of worship to
The Mothman?
the very real existence of death.
Loch Ness in Scotland. The lake, there's a creature living in
Upon
there.
that is one of man's basic needs.
Well, I go along with that.
The Jersey
I'm a
Devil.
born cynic. I
They're
finished
all
this
out
one
there.
book and it had
I remember I was
You ever
in
hear
Mexico,
Count
what,
Dracula?
in 1807, and they mentioned something of a chupacabra.
I believe a vampire is responsible for the recent killings in this town.
Is it me, or does this guy sound like he's doing a voice? That can't be his real voice. He sounds like Eddie Murphy in Bowfinger.
You something of an edge over the rest.
It sounds like he's doing an impression of a
I'm going
nerd.
to find him, and I'm going to do whatever's necessary to kill him.
I'm going to investigate these vampires. I don't know if that's his real voice, I apologize.
Therefore, I ask that you help me return to my homeland by exorcising this demonic creature that inhabits my body.
Oh, he wants to get the vampire out of him.
Yes.
Dude, I don't know how to tell you
You
this.
must try.
You're like 1,000 years old and you're dead.
There's no other way.
If I take it out of
You're
you,
my only hope.
you're just gonna die. Time will catch up to your body and you'll turn into dust.
Now you stay out of this, or I'll lock your uppity black ass up for...
Black ass. And he was racist too. Get him. Get him, Blacula. Get the racist cops. Unless he was black too. I couldn't tell. Lighting is pretty poor here. Oh, they're cuddling now. Aww.
I think you're gonna need a little more than an empty coffin to convince me of vampires, wouldn't you say?
For fuck's sake, buddy.
The two punks, glorious. Both bodies drained of blood.
He's getting pit and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but
You gotta give me some time to think about the implications of this. I don't think you're really being real here. Vampires?
I don't know.
Look, give me the benefit of the doubt, okay?
Now look, don't get nervous, but I had my men pick Lisa up.
What?
Oh,
For our protection.
you're biting me. You're sucking my blood. What are you, some sort of vampire? As if they
Well, your
existed.
clients are missing.
Now, Bigfoots? No, that's a whole other story. Wow, they all had to make their own Blacula got a cool-ass coffin, silk-lined, and these motherfuckers had to make their own. Oh, that's terrifying. See the cops with a bunch of stakes come on your yard coming towards you? Jesus Christ. Boy, that looks like anybody's family member waking up at like 3 in the morning to get some water. Look, like that's such a grandma, like, I'm thirsty. And what is that exactly? It's coarse Himalayan sea salt. Why? I don't know. I don't know why salt and demonology is always together. Like, what does salt have to do with... Why are demons afraid of salt? Do they have like a sodium deficiency or something? I don't know. Never got it. Oh! Sexy vampire attack. Oh no! Whatever will I do? I'm being attacked by a bunch of sexy vampires. Ah! Say, how do you use one of these anyway? Do you like hit him with it? No, I think you're supposed to like stab him. Whoa, shit, that looks cool. That looks like a Scooby-Doo villain too, with the robot. Oh my god, an evil killer monk. Oh, you killed Igor. Oh, is that Willis? Did he kill Willis? Oh my god. I just killed a human being that is definitely not some sort of vampire creature. Your voodoo doll is motorboating me, which is really... I can feel it on my face. It's kind of activating something in me, so I kind of need you to take the voodoo doll off your chest, if you please. Stop motorboating my voodoo doll! That's a sentence I just said. Stop motorboating my voodoo doll. It's a real thing I just said out loud in the year of our Lord 2024. If you could just take it off your chest, I can, like, my face feels like this right now because the voodoo doll is, like, right in there, so.
I could never harm
I mean, I don't mind, but it is getting hard to breathe. And you're stroking it as well? You're stroking the voodoo doll as well? You're motorboating and stroking the voodoo doll? But, Lisa, there's something happening to me right now that is not my fault. It is you stroking and motorboating my voodoo doll. That's what's happening, okay? You kind of... I'm going feral, Lisa. If you could just please step away from the... Yeah, that's my name. Oh, shit.
Blacula!
My name is Blacula! He accepted his monster. That's what it was right there.
Name is Blacula.
He's lost everything. Oh, clever, the voodoo doll. His humanity has completely gone, and he's finally realized that he's void of humanity, and he's like, I'm not Mama Walde anymore. I have become my curse. I am Blacula. That's actually pretty, that's pretty neat. You keep missing my heart. It's right here. Stab here. It's really hurting every time you miss. Please. X marks the spot, Lisa. Whoa, what are we doing with this shot? Is he swimming? What's happening? Is that how it ends?
Endless empty space, so alone, so lonely. Knowing there was no one I could touch, and no one touching me. How could I face even one more night? How could I go?
What a weird shot to end it on, but okay. And that was Scream, Blacula Scream, which I still don't know why they called it that. Nobody said anything of that sort. They said Jive a lot. They said Black Ass a lot. Nobody said Scream, Blacula Scream. I mean, he did scream at the end a lot, so I guess that's where the title comes from. Anyway, what an improvement. And I enjoyed the first one, but like they really added a lot of good things that were needed to improve here, where like it's like they made Blacula the plot of the movie is basically Blacula, stop, your smoke too tough, you drip too hard, your swag too different, your bitch too bad, they'll kill you. That's the plot of the movie. But no, in a deeper sense, I enjoyed that they added, finally they showed him a little bit like being culture shocked by the 70s. He's just so cool. William Marshall is so cool, treats the character with such reverence and respect. You got Pam Grier in it as a voodoo priestess, which hell yeah. The vampire action was actually a lot better in this one. There's a lot of which is really cool. The vampires just looked cooler in this one, I think. They were more intimidating in a way. It all improved upon the first one in such a, and Dracula's motivation is so perfectly in line with the Universal Monsters kind of just modus operandi, I guess, in a way that is, I'm gonna gush. Look, it's the end of the video. Nobody really watches up to here. I'm gonna gush about the Universal Monsters for a second and about Blacula in a way. The thing that is so like, none of these characters, and Blacula's motivation in this movie is that I don't want to be like this anymore. I found somebody who can maybe possibly cure me of this fucking affliction that I have that was put upon me by some fucking horrible person, and I want it out of me. I want to be a normal goddamn person again. And that is the modus operandi of all of these characters here. They all just want to be normal people. None of them asked to be like this. They were all literally, most of them were made this way. You know, he literally made this way. The mummy turned it into a mummy made that way. The Invisible Man did it to himself, but he made himself that way. The Wolfman was made that way. Phantom was just born that way. Dracula, I don't know. They really don't give him much of a backstory, but I'm assuming somebody bit him on the neck too. You know what I'm saying? So, Creature, literally also made that way, born that way. But they all just want to be treated normally. And the tragedy of a monster is that they want to be treated normally, but anytime somebody gets a look at them, they start screaming, they start getting attacked, there's an angry mob after them, people try to kill them just because of how they look or how they behave. It's like they can't help how they look or how they behave, that's just how they are, but they get attacked regardless. And how long can someone be treated like these folks are treated until they snap and are like, okay, you want a monster? You got a fucking monster. Which is why when he says at the end of the movie, when he's like, the name is Blacula, it's tragic. It's sad because he's finally let go of his humanity. He's lost it. He realized he's not a human anymore. And he's like, fine. You see me as a monster, I will show you a monster. And it's tragic. And he dies at the end. And in a way, I think the way he looks at the end, he's kind of like, good. You know, I thought I could save myself, but I can't. So please don't let me be this way anymore. Don't let me hurt anyone. Get me out of here. They're all tragic inherently by their very nature. Monsters are tragic by their very nature, and I think that's why this movie's so good compared to the first, because it really makes him tragic by his very nature. That is so in line with the Universal monsters. And look, honestly, guys, I've always wanted to talk to Guillermo del Toro about the monsters, because I feel like me and him kind of have like a similar mindset with these guys, but they are like beautiful tragedies. And this movie, it ends in a beautiful tragedy where he tries so hard, no matter the cost, to gain his humanity back, but he can't. And he realizes that he's actually too far gone. He's already killed so many people just to do this. And he's like, oh, I lost it a long time ago. I just never even noticed. I killed all these people. I bit all these people. It's over for me. I am Blacula. And that's sad. That's tragic. That's great. Great way to end the movie. Honestly, great way to end the movie. And that was my gushing about the Universal monsters and why I think this is actually a pretty great, and just the clever way in which they tied voodooism into the vampirism of it all is really actually clever. The way the guy was like, snake bites, they drink blood, and the rituals and all that. It's actually very clever. So yeah, check the movie out. It's pretty good for its time. I liked it a lot. So that's it for the 70s. Now we're going to move into the 90s next week with Tales from the Hood, which I think blaxploitation just kind of ended at the 70s. So this is just a black horror film, which I'm very interested to see. Because I've always wanted to see Tales from the Hood. I think there's like 3 of them at this point, but we're just going to watch the first next week. And yeah, if you want to see the full uncut reaction to this one, the first Blacula, Blackenstein, Tales from the Hood, the exclusive, not on YouTube at all, watch along to Attack the Block, patreon.com/bsmovies. $1 a month will get you the uncut reactions. For the exclusive reactions, it's the other tiers. And yeah, what a picture. What a picture. You know what? Now, it got me in the mood. I'm going to finish Frankenstein. I'm going to finish reading this goddamn book. I've been like halfway through for a while. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to start The Shining after that. I'm going to get back to reading. Because, you know, Mama Walde is a classy guy. You know he likes to read. So this one's for you, Mama Walde. See you guys next week.